What is up everyone, President Clash here, welcome to another video, and today I want to talk about why reaction channels are good. And a lot of you guys will argue with me, a lot of you guys will talk bad things about reaction channels, but watch the video and find out what the arguments are, what is actually about this. Because I've uploaded reaction videos and my whole school basically watched it, because a lot of people in my school know about my YouTube channel, and they watched it and they didn't have a problem. So why do many other people have problems? And it's just mainly YouTubers that are bringing this problem up, and people are just getting latched on. So before I get out of the, before I get distracted, let's just talk about what are the arguments here. So the reactors' arguments are gives other channels recognition, free monetization, and personality, and the idea of being with someone while watching videos. Why these are all valid arguments. The opposition or the anti-reactionist arguments are copying videos, little efforts, and just their rise to the top. So we're gonna start with the reactors' arguments. And the reactors' arguments, the first one is it gives other channels recognition. And the reason why this is true, because a lot of people believe this is not true. Well, it is actually true, because I know for a fact that people will click that video link in the description below and they will actually go to that person's video, either subscribe or comment on their video. See, I've done this myself. I've tested this out myself. I've done it countless times. Like, I just have that natural incentive to do it because I like looking for interesting content. And if Jinx or CJ or whoever the reactor is found that content interesting and they were able to react to it, then it's definitely worth checking the channel out, and people will get recognition. Say maybe the reaction channel gets 100,000 views for this video, and maybe some people are saying, oh, maybe the actual video won't get as much views. Well, even if it doesn't get as many views, it will still get recognition, because people always come. If you go to any major reaction channel like Jinx, and you look for the video link in the description, which is usually the first thing you see, you click on that link and you look at the comments, you can see the countless fans these reaction channels have that are commenting on these people's video. And if you look at more uploads of that guy's channel, you'll realize, oh, these people are coming back to this guy, and this guy or this person is now receiving new fans which have now joined the channel. And not just this, reactors like Jinx and CJ, they do segments like Jinx changes the game, CJ changes the game, where they react to submitted requests for videos, where most of these submitted requests are small YouTubers that are asking for their videos to be reacted to, and these small YouTubers will gain recognition. Let's make an analogy here. PewDiePie makes this contest once in a while, where he's the biggest YouTuber in the world. And basically he has a lot of power, and he can change someone's life. He can give a shout out, and that person will receive tens to hundreds of thousands subscribers right there at that point. And that's insane. PewDiePie can change one person's life and allow them to become a big YouTuber in essence. So wouldn't that be a great thing? Isn't it almost exactly the same? Jinx or CJ or whatever reaction YouTuber, they are just changing people's lives, giving people recognition for a lot of cool videos that people have made. They have never outright said, oh, I'm going to steal this content. They have never tried intentionally to steal any content. Obviously accidents happen, but I know for sure this is not an accident. We're going to move on to the second argument, and the second argument is free monetization. So who doesn't love free money? Who does not love free money? Free money is just awesome. People love to get free money, and especially for these clickbait YouTubers that are on YouTube. A lot of people hate these clickbait YouTubers, but there's a lot of stupid people who can't realize, oh wait, this is clickbait, but they're still watching it anyway. And that's going to be a problem in YouTube for a long time. They can't really stop that. And if also want to make one thing, if reaction channels were bad, YouTube would have not allowed that in its system at all. But reaction channels do exist, and reactions do exist. So going back to free monetization, see, most people love to get free money. So why not have these reaction channels react to your video and you can just monetize it yourself? You can monetize it, gain the money. See, this is the alternative. And the alternative is a very good alternative, and the reason why is because, say maybe the reaction channel gets 100,000 views, is going to get 100,000 views on this reaction, and maybe the actual video may not have gotten that many views so far, and maybe this reaction channel is because it's popular, it'll get a lot more views. So what you can do is you can go and you can monetize this video, and basically you will earn from your own video, and you will also earn from a reaction YouTuber's video, which is insanely awesome. And honestly, if you think about this, and Jinx himself has showed his video manager, and he has tons of third-party copyright notifications saying people have monetized his videos of reactions, and they have earned money off of the reactions he has done. And has he ever complained about what he does? Look, if he was the one to complain, if anyone was the one to complain about this problem, then they would never have gone into the reaction field. And that's something to keep in mind. If something like this was not allowed, they would have never done this in the first place. So just keep this in mind, because it's actually a very valid argument. So next we have personality and the idea of being with someone while watching a video. So this one isn't as strong of an argument, but let me read you the definition of a reaction. A reaction is an action performed or a feeling experimented in response to a situation or event, and this definition takes the form in a digital form. Yeah, in a digital world. So, most people are sitting on their computers alone, and they would love to watch a video with someone. They're not with anyone maybe at home, but maybe just sitting and watching a reaction, like reacting to a video with a YouTuber, might make them feel a lot better. And the personality is also a key part, because a part of the reaction is an action or feeling experienced. See, the part of a reaction, there are many people, every single person has had an experience. Maybe you got accepted into your dream college. You would be screaming, you would be so happy, at least if that was your main goal. And for a lot of people that really is. So personality is very important, and it just, the idea of being, the idea of having a personality is very similar to, because it's very similar to a reaction, because it's a feeling experienced. Now we're going to move on to the opposition arguments. And the opposition's arguments is, first, copying videos and little effort. So we're going to start with copying videos. I understand how people feel when your video is copied and directly uploaded on YouTube. However, this is not copying videos, because copying videos would mean somebody downloaded your video and literally pasted it with their own intro in the beginning. See, that is what copying videos is. And what Jinx does, or what reaction YouTubers do, is they don't just directly copy videos. What they do is they will react to the video. Obviously, they have the reaction part, and a lot of times, especially, they will give their thoughts, they will give advice, and they will just give, they will rant about stuff, and they will just, do that type of stuff and explain, give thoughts, advice. All this stuff is very beneficial, and this happens after the reaction, and that's what makes it unique. This guy, whoever the reaction YouTuber is going out of their way to help somebody else, give knowledge, give information, because a lot of times there are people who need this information, people who want to know an opinion, want to know what a regular human in I'm not exactly sure where some of these YouTubers live, but wherever they live, what are their experiences, what is their experiences compared to my experiences, what do they know compared to me, and what can I find in similar. And that's what a lot of people are looking for. Even if you're not thinking about that in your head, your mind has a natural incentive to know about these things. You will see, oh, this guy likes listening to music. Oh, I like listening to music. You'll get that straight connection in your head. And obviously that's what makes these videos different. And obviously you guys could say, oh, that maybe he should just show clips of his video. Well, you can obviously do that. But it's already fine, because he's already giving his input on it, plus the reaction itself. A reaction is priceless, because when you have a reaction, as I stated before, It could be for anything. You could give it to, just like getting accepted to your dream school. That is really worth it, just like seeing something crazy happen in a video. So our next argument is little effort. So little effort is probably the only valid argument that is in this, argument thing, or in this, debate. Sorry, not argument thing. It's kind of terrible choice of words. Anyways, this argument can be valid because a lot of these reaction YouTubers don't take time to make thumbnails, which is really bad. And honestly, yes, this is something they can improve on. They can make thumbnails. They can put a little more editing into it. Yes, that is something that can be true. And if you want to argue about this, you're welcome to argue about this, because this is something that can be improved upon. So the opposition may argue this now, but if reactors introduce this and they actually put more effort into their videos, in essence, and also, make amazing thumbnails of their own, this is no longer a category. But as of right now, yes, it is a valid category. So now we've gotten through all the main arguments so far. So what are the alternatives? The alternatives is ask permission and show clips. I already stated why showing clips is not necessary, but the next thing is ask permission. So asking permission can be done, and it's also something people can do. But the thing is, lots of times when you take clips of videos, you don't really ask permission, and especially when you're doing your own fun skit and you're just like saying maybe something what Donald Trump said in his speech. Are you really gonna give credit to Donald Trump? Are you really gonna go ask Donald Trump, hi, can I take like a whole 40 seconds of your speech and just put it in my video for comedic purposes? No, most people wouldn't even bother trying to talk to Donald Trump. So if you won't do this in a daily look, if you don't do this if you don't do this yourself, don't tell other people to do something that you do not do yourself. Don't be the hypocrite, because hypocrites are not accepted. And I noticed that hypocrites in religion also is kind of like a bad thing. And for those of you who do have morals, it's about morals too. So those are the main things I wanted to talk about. So now, what is my stance on this? My stance is, well, I love reaction YouTubers. What I do is I always watch these reaction YouTubers. I want to hear their input. I want to know what they're saying. And more importantly, I will click that link in the description. I will go to that main video. People make up assumptions, and you can't just make up assumptions. You have to look at clear evidence, and that's why this world lacks knowledge. Because, well, I said that wrong. There are a lot of smart people in this world, but you need evidence to back up everything you're going to say. Most of the time, unless you're in casual talk with your friends, you don't need to do that. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say. If you're going to make a statement, you need evidence. You can't just make up these random things without knowing what's going on, without seeing the other person. You need private information. Maybe you can't acquire it just by looking at someone, maybe looking at the channel. Maybe you can't figure out, yeah, I don't have any evidence because by looking at this channel, I don't have any real evidence. Maybe message the person and ask them. That is what you guys can do to find out if something is valid or not, and then you can get your evidence. Then you can do all this drama, fighting, whatever. But I really prefer you guys don't do this. And honestly, it's not like I have a bias for reaction channels. I just talked about both arguments here, and I did talk a lot about reactor arguments then opposition. But the reason why I did that was because in my reactor arguments, I countered the opposition many times, and that is why I didn't need to talk about it much more again. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching. If you guys made it to this far, comment hashtag reactors are good, and make sure you guys like and subscribe, and that will be it. Thanks for watching. This has been President Clash, bringing you guys the best in Clash.